of Misfits.
Hey everybody, we are past the halfway point. It is almost Christmas, and we are on day 7. You've already done a week of these. How are we feeling? You
know what?
You still feeling confident, or?
I feel like I'm about to finish strong,
Okay.
I feel like we're about to get at least a point a day.
Okay. Well, so far you've been getting at least half a point a day.
Right. So yeah.
You're a point and a half ahead of our target here of day 7. Although you should technically be at this point at 12. So, we're not that far back. We're doing okay.
Okay.
So, for those that haven't been paying attention, Temeko is trying to figure out prophecies based off of clip art images. And it's he's not been doing too bad, although there's been quite a few times where he has questioned whether or not he really should have agreed to do this or not. So here is what we are going with today.
Pyramids. Okay, so we have to. All right, but these are prophecies now, so they're not about Moses.
It is not about Moses. We are still dealing with the Messiah and the nativity stories.
Right. So, the child will be taken to Egypt to hide.
That's the actual story part, but what is the prophecy?
Prophecy is he shall be hidden. Oh my goodness. Come on, Temeko, you know what it is. Deep in the bag. Oh my gosh, the Lord prophesied he's gonna have to hide him. He's gonna have enemies, and oh my gosh. You got it. I lost.
All right, so I'll read the verse for you.
Okay.
And then I'll see if you can figure out at least the prophet we're dealing with. So this is the actual prophecy. It's not about the hiding.
Right.
It's actually about the return.
Okay.
When Israel was a child, I loved him, and out of Egypt I called my son.
Right out of Egypt. Wait. What's the first part?
When Israel was a child, I loved him, and out of Egypt I called my son. This is a little bit of a callback, first of all, to the actual Exodus, which is the ironic part about you saying, well, it can't be Moses, because that is actually the first callback here. There is a bit of that, but the prophetic side is dealing with.
Is that Isaiah 44?
No, it is not even Isaiah. This is Hosea chapter 11.
Hosea 11.
This is one that typically we see a lot of people not ever actually recognize or have any idea what it's coming from. Hosea. Because we don't even necessarily associate the flight to Egypt or the return from Egypt as actually being part of the nativity story. Because we like to think of it as one night, holy night, silent night, everything's calm, everything's bright, just like whatever that rock thing is in the back of your image right now.
Thinking about Luke 2 and how the angel came to Joseph and said, flee, because Herod is gonna.
And that's where we see this happen, right? The angel tells him to take him to Egypt, point his mother to Egypt, and stay there until he called back. And then he quotes this passage of, for as it was written, out of Egypt I called my son.
Right.
There's a lot of things going on here, but the big thing that is important, I think, for us to remember as we are going this close, especially to the actual day of Christmas, is a recognition of the fact that it's not as clean of a story as we like to think it is.
Yeah, it's not Disney Channel.
It's not Disney Channel. And it is also another reason why we have got to make sure that we are actually doing due diligence when we are reading these kind of stories. Because this is something that we actually brought up a little bit when we did our episode with Tiara, when we talked about the theology of caring for immigrants. This is part of why beyond just Imago Dei that we should actually be talking about this kind of stuff, especially this time of year, is that refugee status is actually a major piece of the story of the Messiah as a young boy. It's not just if image bearer status isn't enough, our Savior had to endure this as well. And it was actually something that was not only a mark, it was something that was prophesied as something that people should be able to recognize about him. So, Temeko, we're only going to give you a half a point here. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You know what?
You got the story right in the New Testament, but you missed the actual entire point of what we were doing here. So we are we're still okay though. You're still a whole 2 points ahead of your days. So we're still on track for somewhat of a point a day here. And we will see how we do tomorrow for day 8 of the 12 days of Misfits.